Now, I've got... Good Lord, I've got...
Hello, how are you doing?
Yes. I've got Johnny here.
Yes, I am Johnny.
You can put your hand down, all right? Yes, I don't need that sort of salute, trust me. And Scotty, is it?
That's right, yes.
And I've had an opportunity to look at your case. This is one of those cases which, when I read, I started it close to my eyes, and eventually it ended out right over there, because I couldn't believe the nature of the case. But it is one which is nevertheless the subject of a real dispute between the two of you, because, Johnny, you sold your business to Scotty some time ago, and, Scotty, you got Johnny back to help with that business, and you say, as a result of Johnny's behaviour in the course of coming back to that business, you've lost some money because of the way he behaved to some of your, I'll call them, clients. And you're claiming today for that loss, which you say Johnny caused. Is that right?
That is absolutely correct,
I know
yes.
it's correct. Do you know why it's correct?
Why?
Because I'm always right. It's exhausting. Are you shaking your head?
It's tough being you, Judge, tough being you.
Tell me about it. Johnny, what business did you sell to Scotty?
The business is professional wrestling.
Right. I see. Now, you said professional wrestling
Yes.
is a business. You weren't selling the entire sport. Were you selling
No.
wrestling leotards? What were you doing?
No, not really leotards. I sold the business, I sold the name, WrestleZone, I sold the ring, and everything went with that.
Now, explain to me what that was. So would you train people that wanted to be wrestlers, and would you put on events as well as part of the organisation?
I had my own wrestling school in Fife.
A wrestling school in Fife?
Yes.
Was there much call for that sort of thing?
Yes, it was very successful for a time.
Right, good.
I also did wrestling show events as well as the training. Scotty was
Look over here, please.
He was one of my first batch of trainees.
Just pause. Was he sort of a protégé almost?
Yeah.
Well, let's just pause. You were interested in becoming a wrestler, is that right?
Absolutely, yes.
Well, that's the first time I've ever asked that question of somebody, and they said absolutely yes, you know. I don't in any way comment on people's ambitions. What other jobs were you doing at the time, Scotty, before this?
Nothing really too exciting, just working in a cafe, just keeping myself busy. But I've always had a passion for wrestling since I was 10 years old. And when I had the opportunity to actually train to become a wrestler, I couldn't say no. I had to give that a chance.
Of course not. You'd watched, presumably, the American wrestlers.
Yes, primarily, yeah. The American wrestling was big to me.
And you were attracted to it, so you found Johnny's school, and you learnt to be a wrestler.
I did, yes, yes.
What sort of instructor was Johnny? Was he a good instructor?
He was harsh but fair.
I mean, put that down in big. That's important. You are harsh but fair. Is that about?
Yeah.
Is that about right, Johnny?
Yeah, I mean, I was still fresh to the scene. I'd been wrestling 3 years myself when I was wrestling Scotty, so I still think I was probably a bit too soft, if I'm honest, in those days, because I was very passionate about it. And now, what I'm seeing is an epidemic of people who don't have the passion, to be fair, that he does have, who come
There's
through...
an epidemic of people who are not properly trained as wrestlers.
No, there's an epidemic of people who think they want to become wrestlers who have never seen a gym. Your Mr. Beans, your fat people who are not interested in working out, but they want this fantasy of being a wrestler.
Sounds like a real social problem, Johnny. Politicians should get involved.
They should. They absolutely should.